Grumpy.
I think we should push the show. I mean, I know it's our thing, but there are way more important things right now.
You know, you're so right. I was thinking the same thing. The protests are much more important right now, you know? Oh, I hear what you're saying, but does it look really bad if we push a second time?
I think it looks worse if we push musical comedy over people's lives, don't you think?
Yeah, touche. Oh, mustard. Hey, we need mustard for the snacky snack.
I think it's in the door.
I don't see it here. I see hoisin. I see some
ranch, sriracha.
Is it in here somewhere? Is it over in here?
Hello.
Oh, hi. How long have you been in here?
We're so excited for the show to be streaming tonight, and we can't wait for you to join us.
Can't wait for you to join us. Oh, right now. It's right now. They're joining us right now.
It's
time right now. Let's go. Bring your own mustard. Are you coming or what? Just don't sit there. Jesus, the light goes off. You can't see anything. This is RSVP Presents.
Tonight, featuring music,
Comedy,
magic,
spoken word and dance,
character comedy,
and operatic burlesque.
And now, here we are, Jason Jude Hill and Daniel Sears. Welcome everyone to RSVP Presents. We are very happy to have you here.
So glad you are here.
Cocktail,
cheers
cocktail.
to you. Cheers to you. Oh wait. Oh no cheers for me. I'll cheers you.
Cocktails first, then cheers.
Oh,
Thank you.
Cocktails, then you get to drink twice, right? So delicious.
Happy to have you all here.
In particular, we want to give out some thanks to the artists appearing tonight as well as the series ticket holders who have been patient with our postponement.
Delayment. It works. Judges said that it was working. I think we go with it. Delayment.
This episode. It was important to us to be in a space where we felt it was good to bring this out.
And on that note, Daniel and I have a quick but prepared statement. We felt it was best to write it out so that we didn't fuck it up.
Yes.
Daniel and I feel we need to vocalize our recommitment to being anti-racist and creating a safe space for our Black, Indigenous, and people of color contributors, as well as women and the LGBTQ community.
As gay men, we created this show and performance space in response to the lack of true diversity among decision makers in the entertainment field, as well as the bills of performers that they present. And we want you all to know that this is a core value to our business as well as ourselves.
We encourage all of our white audience members to get involved in active anti-racist causes and make donations to one of the following organizations: the NAACP, Black Lives Matter, and the National Center for Transgender Equality.
Also, if you are white and want to talk through your awakening to your white privilege, please feel free to reach out to either of us. Our respective journeys are far from over, but we would enjoy, appreciate, and honor any kind of dialogue that came up along the way.
All right, let's get started, shall we?
Yes, let's do this. So what are we seeing tonight?
It says D there. D.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
That's you.
All right,
Jason Daniel.
French 75, 76, 77, 78. This is like a mix.
French 80 at the moment.
TRS 80. Anyway, that's for the old people. This tonight is like a mixtape. All these little pieces have been submitted. They're all pre-recorded. This entire evening is pre-recorded. And so we've assembled this into a kind of order for you to enjoy.
All the proceeds raised this evening go directly to the contributors and artists that have given us stuff this evening, and we're very happy to do that for all of them.
And if you enjoy any performance in particular, or all of them, hopefully, there's some info in the description below this video frame that has all the Venmo, PayPal, Zelle information. We encourage you to tip the individual performers directly for the performances that you enjoy.
We also wanted to point out our digital program, that if you go back to the webpage that we sent you earlier today, all of the artists' contact information as well as their tipping info is available there as well.
And over here, To this side of the frame is the live chat.
Here,
If you're watching, if you're not watching full frame, it's over there. If you're watching full frame, then I think it kind of
turn
it
it.
pops up here. If you're on an iPad, you don't see it.
Two-finger
It goes
it.
this way, and then just sketch it, and will show up, or it'll fall out of your hands and break, and you'll curse.
Etch-a-Sketch?
That's
Etch-a-Sketch?
also for the old.
Is there an
people.
Etch-a-Sketch app? I wonder if there's got to be an Etch-a-Sketch app. If not, somebody get onto that right away.
I'll be right back.
Let's get going without
Yes.
further ado. We bring you our first performer who has hosted the show twice. We absolutely love her and her sparkling personality. Ladies and gentlemen, DARA JEMMOTT.
Welcome to Story Time with Rona. Whew. I don't know about you, but I'm having a hard time going to sleep. And I know it always helps me a good read, okay? So here we are to tell a story or two. We are going to start with a classic, okay? But before we do, let's make sure that we are safe because we are in a pandemic. So I already washed my hands, but we are taking all precautions that we can, okay? Fantastic. Where were we? Oh, yes. Oh, today is a good one. We are going to start with a classic story about gentrification. Yes, you might have heard it, okay, growing up. And might I add, maybe it's time to put the kids to bed because this story time is for you adults, okay? So put the children to bed. Pour a glass of wine because it's story time, okay? Look, this is a good one. We have Goldie, right? She's out on an adventure in life. She's trying to find herself, all right? Then she finds this house on her adventure in life. And does she knock to get in? I don't think so because, you know, Goldilocks, she has certain things that we're not all accustomed to. And those things, one of them is privilege, okay? So she's in the house. And the house is very cute. It's a fixer-upper, but it has, you know, bones. Okay. So she is in the house. She goes to the kitchen because she's hungry. So she needs something. And to her surprise, here are these bowls. 3. She goes to the first bowl. There's a spoon already in it. She said, what is this? Oh, it is too hot. It is too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. But a girl likes options, so she goes on bowl number 2. And, ooh, what? Cold porridge? Who eats cold porridge? Who eats cold porridge? Not I. I'm definitely not Goldie, because she moved right on to that third one, and she was like, this one's just right. And she ate it up. All right. Now, after all this eating and adventure and walking and privilege, she is now tired, understandably. So she goes to the living room to have a seat. And she sees, yet again, options. A girl loves options. Okay. She sits down in the first chair and she says words I've never heard before. She said the chair was too big. Okay. To each his own. Okay. So then she goes to the second chair and it's too small. Now, I understand that because, you know, got some hips on me myself. Oh, man. Okay. So she goes down to the third chair and she's like, ooh, this is just right, but maybe not because then she breaks it. Okay. Not only is she breaking and entering, but now she is destructing property that is not hers, you know? Ooh. Levels of privilege. Okay, so all of this destruction is now making her tired. So she decides to further explore the house and see if she can find herself a good place to take a sleep, you know? So she, now, again, fixer-upper, but we have this room and it has these 3 beds. She walks in, all right, and she sees this bed and it is, you know, it looks like it's going to be a good one. So she jumps right in it and she's like, oh, because it was too hard. Again, words I haven't heard, but okay, fine. All right, she moves on to the second one, okay? And now she's like, oh, this is too soft. Now, I understand that because, you know, You wake up in the morning and say, oh, I can't. I get that. And we've all had one that's, too soft. Okay. So then she goes on to the third one. And she's like, oh, this one is just right. Oh, this one is just right. Because it puts her to sleep, okay? Puts her right out. Now, while all this is happening, the bears, they're coming home. And they're the owners, all right? Papa Bear has had this house in his family for generations, okay? He plans to pass it down to the little junior bear. And they just ran out for a quick second. And little did they know what was going on in their household, So they get there. They go to the kitchen. Papa goes to his porridge. He's like, someone's been eating my porridge. Mama's like, someone's been eating my porridge. Baby Bear's been like, someone's been eating my porridge too. And they finished it. Then Mama Bear's like, this is too much. Papa Bear's like, I know, I just need to take a sip. This is too much. I just want to come on, eat my porridge. Someone spooned it all in my porridge, Papa Bear's mad. He's going off on it, So fine. They go to the living room. Papa Bear goes to take a seat, and he's like, someone's been in my chair. Because dads always know, they have that chair. It's special to them. So Mama's like, oh, no, I can't take this. This is just too much. And she sits down and she says, oh, no, someone has been in my chair too. And little Baby Bear, he's late. He's coming in. He gets in his chair and he tries to, but then he looks and he says, oh, someone's been in my chair too because it is broken. Whew. The destruction that this young Goldilocks chick is causing in the lives of these bears is just, she's just getting started. So they go upstairs. Mama Bear is now, she's like, this is too much. I got to take a nap. I got to lay down. I need to, So they all go upstairs, and as soon as they get in the room, it just turns into just one Drew Hill song. It's like, somebody's sleeping in my bed, messing with my head, taking my place. And they're still there because they're in the bed, sleeping. Now, all of this singing and organized choreography awakens Miss Goldilocks, and she sees these three bears looking very angrily at them, at her, and very upset, and she books it out of the house, down the stairs, and straight to the nearest real estate agent because that house was cute, okay? So the moral of the story is, baby cubs, is don't leave the house, okay? Especially if you just made porridge. Why would you do that? You just made porridge. Sit down and eat the porridge, okay? Because if you don't, Goldilocks is going to take your house, all right? And her daddy has very good lawyers. It will be quick. All right, they will figure out a way to get that thing right up from you. All right, so don't get that twisted. So yeah, stay home, wash your hands. All right, because no one talks about the part 2 of what happened to the bears. It destroyed them as a family. They were never able to bounce back. Junior ended up in rehab. The father had to work 2 jobs just as the same, the little house that they had to get once they had to move out of this beautiful home that they had in their family for years because Goldilocks now, now found herself. Stay home, baby cubs. Stay home, okay? We'll have more story time with Rona later. All right, so in the meanwhile, wash your hands. And until the next story time with Rona. Thanks for watching.
Ethel? Yes, Lillian. I'm so terribly bored in this quarantine, I could just die. You won't. Oh, right. Why don't you make yourself a TikTok? A what? It's a platform where teenagers make motion pictures of themselves dancing and lip syncing. How's that? Only kidding. It's a cocktail where you take the absinthe and you pour it directly into your face till time goes tick-tock. Tick-tock.
This next performer was on a live show of ours during the fall, and she gave an epic performance that included live costume changes, and every single one of those photos gets flagged by Instagram for being too indecent. Ladies and gentlemen, from Berlin, here she is presenting a typical quarantine morning, KIMBRULEE.
Ethel? Yes, Lillian? I'm so terribly bored in this quarantine, I'm going to the salon, just this once. You won't? That's incredibly stupid. Oh, right. Why don't you get yourself a booty call? Well, what's that? Why, it's an arrangement that you make with that certain special someone where you meet up and you have sexual relations with the understanding that there won't be a relationship. I beg your pardon. Only kidding. It's a cocktail recipe. What you do is you take some rum and you drink it until you talk like a pirate. Booty!
So this next act was recommended to us, and it said that we needed to book them for our live shows. We booked them for a spring show, but unfortunately they got canceled, as we all know. But from the instant that I first checked out their work, was just blown away by the passion and the melding of the disciplines that they bring to the performance. So we are extremely proud to present Nia and NESS.
Do you remember when the brown cashier in the bodega around the corner asked us if we were sisters? We said, no, we're girlfriends. He asked, well, which one's the man? Which one's the woman? We'd been going there for a year, giving them our money, our energy for a year. Do you remember when I told you the brown guy in the halal truck asked me if you and I sleep in the same bed? We used to smile and wave at him almost every day on our way to work. We don't smile and wave at anyone anymore. Do you remember when those black teens in Philly taunted us and told us to kiss? We were just walking down the street happy, holding hands. I'm uncomfortable holding your hand everywhere we go. Do you remember when the black Nigerian exchange student in Bulgaria asked if he could come over and if we kiss naked? We were out in the middle of nowhere that summer. And we thought we'd actually made a friend. We remember the black woman on the Q train who crossed herself whenever she made eye contact with us. And we remember other women of various races who've shaken their heads at us or given us dirty looks if we sat next to or across from them. And we remember many men, and we hate to say it, but mostly black and brown men on the train and on the street who undress us with their eyes and fuck us with their words, all while we hope it doesn't turn physical. We remember the black man on the C train in Manhattan who cornered us in our seats and yelled for 20 minutes about all the ways he would kill us because of all the problems we cause in the black community. Our hearts still race whenever we think about getting on a train. And even if no one else says it, we still feel his sentiment whenever we walk together through a black neighborhood. We remember the black man in Crown Heights who saw us sitting on a bench, made his hand into a gun, pointed at Nia's head, and shot twice. We wondered what might have happened if he'd had a real one. We remember the black man in Harlem who intentionally hit me in the arm as we passed by him. And we remember not fighting back, afraid other black men would jump in and take his side. We feel like white Republicans when we walk past black men. Or like some old white lady gripping her purse when we walk past black men. Like she's my purse when we walk past black men. And that shit hurts. Because we defend our black men. We, black women. We defend everyone. I had a professor who told me that once you come out and stay out, you'll be coming out again every day, every time you meet someone new, every time someone new sees you. So we're black lesbians who keep coming out of the closet, only to be confined to our bedroom. Because that's all people seem to see when they look at us. Everyone's eyes ask, how dare you two black women be happy? How dare you two black women be happy on your own? How dare you two black women be happy together? How dare you two black women be happy without us? Do you remember when our neighbor, white Russian woman, banged on our door, threatening to call the cops because we were laughing too loudly? You know, our non-black neighbor down the hall had a dog that barked all day and all night and was barking at the time. I remember when this white guy we'd never seen before was standing outside our door asking Nia for weed. He said he could smell it coming from our apartment. But the only thing she burned that day was sage. And lately we've been around a lot of white women performing at women's festivals. Some of them ask us questions like, is this real? And does this actually happen to you? And what's worse, being black or being a lesbian? This white woman told Nia she reminded her of her best friend, who's black, because they have the same lips. And they keep blaming Trump for all of our problems, as if ours just started 3 years ago, as if they might end next year, as if they'll actually end ever, as if they'll ever just magically fade into some distant memory. This love, this presence, this activism, these bodies, they come with a price. And we're paying that shit every day, embodying these memories.
On that one you...
I know, I didn't.
Oh!
Hello.
You caught him mid-mustering.
Mustering my pig.
Ooh, he's...
I do. Before we talk about the snacky snack and the cocktail, I just have to show my cute little pig plates. I believe they were given to me by Joyce Lemmer. If you're watching, thank you very much. Perfect to
Adorable.
hold a pig in a blanket.
It just easily goes from plate to mouth.
And a pig in a blanket is very versatile. If you made one of the vegetarian option or gluten-free options, please let us know in the live chat. We'd love to hear from you. These are Daniel's favorite.
Absolutely love them.
He's gonna just clear them.
And Jason's favorite, French 75.
French 75.
Hope you're enjoying. Jason, what's in a French 75?
Champagne and gin or cognac. Some simple syrup, a little lemon. You can also make it with vodka, which is technically a French 76, but by the time you drink 3 of them, who cares?
Who cares? We want to take this opportunity. This is the midpoint of the show, and normally in a live show, intermission, we'd be, playing some music, handing out prizes, allowing people to go to the toilet, order a new drink, that kind of thing. Instead, we're going to remind you to please be generous with your tipping of the performers this evening. You can find all of the tipping information in the description of the video below this video from.
And hit us up on the live chat over here. Tell us about your pigs in a blanket or your French 76 or 75, whatever you've made, how many you've had.
How
it'll be fun.
you're really irked that the shade of Daniel's pocket square is one shade off of
terrible.
the blue in his shirt. Why can't he get together?
If you like my pin, please let me know if you like my pin.
I'm typing that right now.
I like my pin.
Your pin.
Thank you.
It's not my pin, it's your pin.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it. What's next? Okay, I
mine,
see.
yeah.
It says D there.
It's D there. In lieu, please have a moment. In lieu of giving things away at this midpoint, we have made a tradition. Now in episode 2, we're doing it twice, so it's now a tradition, to chat about some things at this midpoint just between the two of us. Last time, we asked each other, has the other one learned anything new in quarantine? And just want to check in first. Have you learned anything new in the last couple weeks?
Yes, but I
Yes.
think you should answer first.
Okay, so what have I learned in quarantine? I've learned that time is definitely a construct imposed upon us by a PR/marketing firm that wants to sell watches.
Watches.
Yes, because Monday this week, I had all the time in the world. I was searching for things to do to get me to drink a clock.
A lot of time in a day to fill.
Yes, and then Tuesday, I was completely mad with things to do, and the day just slipped by, and I didn't know what I was doing. And then Wednesday...
Is that today?
Wait, when we're...
What day is
No, wait,
today?
is it today when we're shooting this, or today when we're streaming this? 'Cause-
Well, that's Thursday when we're
That's
streaming.
Thursday.
So what day is today?
Well, what are you asking about?
What day's today, right now when we're shooting? I mean, it's pre-recorded.
It's still Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
We haven't gotten to Wednesday yet. That's what it is. That's
Yeah.
why I have no idea what happened on Wednesday.
That's why you have no idea what day it is.
Time is a construct imposed upon us by a PR/marketing firm that wants to sell watches.
That's true.
Jason,
I've learned that my liver is bigger than I thought it was.
congrats.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving right along to your second question that you put up there.
Second
What
question.
are you not looking forward to post-pandemic? And I'm happy. I mean, you want to go first again?
I went first last time. Please, you go first. this time.
What I am not looking forward to post-pandemic, wearing belts. I haven't worn a belt in months, and wearing deodorant. And my husband can attest to that, I'm sure.
That's me not saying a thing. So what?
What are you not
What am
looking
I not
forward
looking
to
forward to
post-pandemic?
post-pandemic? I'm going to tell you, brunch, the brunch culture. Yeah, as someone who has worked in the service industry, I can tell you that no one who has worked in the service industry likes brunch or likes you at brunch.
No.
And see the
Talk about a statement.
The two scenarios: you drag your friends out of bed to make them travel across town to get to brunch at 11 o'clock. Bit of a jerk. Conversely, you get 8 people together and you all show up at 2:30 at the restaurant wanting eggs. You're an animal.
Animal.
Live chat, just
Tell us what you
flaming
think.
over here.
Tell
Yes.
us what you think about Daniel's hatred for brunch. Anyway,
Anyway.
moving right along, let's get on to Act 2.
Act 2, here it comes, coming right at you. And first, on Act 2, last time we dug into the Grumpy archives and presented one of our original comedy shorts that we produced, and we're going to do the same thing again tonight because we had card and letter about it. So we want to do it again tonight. It's not my joke, but it's a good one. So tonight we are presenting our take on a game show. And the thing that you need to know about this short. If I can be all TCM and tell a little background for a moment.
Sure, Robert Osborne. Why don't you?
All right.
Does that make me Ben Mankiewicz? I'll do that.
That's fine. When they produced this, no, I'm just going to do it straight. So when we shot this entire thing on green screen, everything you're going to see is all in little pieces on green screen, and the back wall of the set is actually only about a foot tall. And
Foam core.
Little podiums that are in front are only about that tall.
Made it all out of foam core.
All shot in pieces on green screen because I thought I could, and it damn near killed me.
Actually, the little lights that you see that light up at the podiums, those are actually Christmas lights. That'll give you an idea of what the size is.
How big it is.
Why don't we get started? Daniel, what's this called? I should let you chew. I don't want to take. We talked about you doing this, but you've got a pig in your mouth, so you need to take a swig.
That'll get you shut down in Kentucky. Without further ado, we're presenting How Many Can You Name?
Just give me one chance, that's what they all say. How many can you name? The new and exciting GBS game show, guaranteed to make you guess and wonder, how many can I name? Now here's your host, Murdoch Reginald.
Thank you, Roundly Robbins. Welcome, everyone. Today is a super exciting show, so let's get right into it. You know her from the home shopping phenomenon, For Any Occasion, but today you'll remember her as a 3-time returning champion, Christian mother of 2, Kathy Legend.
Thank you, Murdoch.
And from Gary, Indiana, please welcome average skydiving enthusiast, Otis McNarcina. Now, put your hands together for housewife and dinner party thrower, South Carolina's own Diane Whitehead. It's a big game, so let's get right into it. Katie, you're the returning champion, so you're up first. Pick a category.
It's Kathy, and I'll take Animal Instincts for $3,000.
Right. If 2 camels have 4 humps, then things aren't always what they seem. How many units on a metric scale, not counting odd numbers, would you see?
What is March 9th?
Yes, that is correct. Kathy.
I'll take Shocking Pasts for $3,000.
A man in Indonesia who is over 7 feet tall holds the record for the single most strips of fabric.
What is an auto-tuner?
Yes! Look out, world. Kathy's a-comin'. That is correct. Kathy.
I'll take Other Sciences for $3,000.
In the solar system, there are 2 types of air, fluctuating and non. Name the one particle that...
What is coal?
Yes, that is correct. Otis and Diane, stop eating Kathy's dust now. Kathy.
I'll take Hysterical Romances for $3,000.
In ancient Rome, the first and last months were predicted by a god indecisive of any quality.
What is massage therapy?
Yes! All right. Nice, Otis. Diane, you're still at the end of the pack. Let's see a little effort.
Murdoch, let's hear a real question.
That's right. You have to play to win. Otis, you have control.
Not for long.
We'll see. Kathy, Otis has control.
My thumb slipped.
I'll take mystery perfumes for $3,000, please.
When we hear the expression, the eyes have it, we are talking about synchronicity. Name the origin of that catchphrase's oceanic partner.
What is plankton?
No, that is wrong.
What is ovaire?
Yes, that is correct. Diane, let's get in there.
I think I explained myself earlier.
Back to you, Otis.
Stop that bus for $3,000, please.
Cinnamon and patchouli, cardamom and lilac, salic acid and burnt bread, mayo.
What is a wall unit?
Yes, and Otis is on a roll.
I'll take slap that for $3,000, please.
And that's an audio double or nothing. Listen and name this famous Baroque masterpiece. Sorry, sister. Otis has first crack at this one.
I didn't buzz in, Murdoch.
Sure you did, baby.
What? This is bullshit.
What is Handel's Messiah?
Yes, that is correct. And those chimes mean it's time for the big one. Contestants, get ready for the big one. In the book of Genesis, the Lord worked on a tight schedule. If Moses left Galilee on Monday on a trip to the land that is now the current home of the late Thomas Jefferson, are the chances higher or lower that the time change wouldn't affect the situation? Name 2. Otis, you're at 400. What did you bet?
I bet $3,000, Murdoch.
What are salamander and turquoise? Yes, that is correct. Kathy, you're at negative 5,500. What did you bet?
I bet 3,000.
What are cornucopias? I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Diane, you're at $0. What did you bet?
I bet it all too, Murdoch.
Bullshit. Diane's got a mouth on her. And that means, Otis, you're the champion. Congratulations. Join us Monday when we begin our Tribute to the Stars Week, live from the Greek Theater. I'm Murdoch Reginald. How many can you name? See you next time.
Guests of How Many Can You Name stay at Reuben's Sizzle Dump and Motor Lodge, serving the best dump steak since 1953. Roundly Robin speaking. Stay tuned for Push a Button, coming next over most of these same GBS stations.
Coming at you right now is another repeat performer. In fact, I think this performer has been on every single version of RSVP, even the old version that we were doing way back in Brooklyn a long time ago. This clip actually is from a sizzle reel that we did for the product, and we are very happy to bring to you the great DUBINI.
I would like to perform for you something that is widely considered to be the oldest trick in the book. Quite literally, it has been performed on the streets around the world for hundreds, some say thousands of years. Some say. There are actually depictions of this on the walls of ancient Egyptian tombs. The cups and balls. Actually, that's not true. It's always fun to say. It's not true. They've since realized that it's not a depiction of that at all. It's a depiction of some guys baking bread. But I still choose to believe. Because you have to believe in something. Even if you know it's not true. The problem with performing the cups and balls, especially on the street, is that when people see it, they think that I'm trying to play the three-shell game with them. For those of you who do not know what that is, the three-shell game is not a game at all. It's a scam, a ruse, a cheat, a con. I'm going to show you how it works, but I'm not going to play with you because I would win all your money. I'm going to do it with these 3 spun brass cups. On the street, they use walnut shells traditionally. On the street, they use a small piece of sponge or a pea. I will be using this tiny crocheted ball. You want to squeeze it? I thought you would. Now, the reason I use a tiny crocheted ball is because that's what they gave me at the magic shop. There's no real reason for it. Here's how it works, okay? They place the ball under the cup, move it around as such. Make it very simple. Now, a lot of people think they know exactly where the ball is, and a lot of people are right, but a lot of people are wrong. The ball's always right here in the center. Now, people are a little reticent to bet at first, usually, but somebody does, and they win. But the person who bets and wins, they're not playing, they're actually in on it. They're what is known as a shill. But they play for a while to get your confidence up, hence the name con game. Then they do the secret move just like that. Then you pick that cup. You bet the big money and you lose because the ball is always in the center like that. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is not that. This is the cups and balls. It is performed, not played, with 1, 2, 3 cups and 1, 2, 3 balls. Thank you. I like that part too. Now, here's how you can tell that it's not a scam and it is the cups and balls. One, if it's at a house party and I'm wearing a vest and a tie, probably a performance. But the really surefire way that you can tell is right here. Magic wand. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Because how could a man with a magic wand pull any kind of scam on you? He wouldn't. No. Here you go, folks. Here's the cups and balls. I'm going to do it short. I'm going to do it sweet. And I think you're going to like it. Here we go. The first ball. The first cup. Every ball has a cup. Every cup has a ball. I give it a wave. I give it a tap. And it goes. Thank you. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Put it right here. I give it a wave. I give it a tap. And it goes. Here, yeah, just like that. Poof. Third one. Give it a wave. Oh, give it a tap. It goes. Oh, can't win every time here. Give it a wave, give it a tap. It goes. Where do they go? I told you before, folks. Every ball has a cup. Every cup has a ball. Here, let's try it this way. Thank you. 2, 3. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to tap the 2 end cups. I will then tap the center cup, bringing the balls magically to the center. All I have to do is snap my fingers, and the balls magically jump back. Thank you. I'm just kidding. You don't get mad at me. You can't just snap your fingers and make the balls magically go back. That's crazy. They're right here in the center. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, look, I'm going to show you guys how this works, okay? There's actually a hole here, okay? Right here. Not on this side, but if I take the hole from this side and put it on this side, I can snap it and make it go through just like that. See, then I can take the ball and make it pass through just like that. Thanks. Here, watch. Let me show you something here. Real quick. I'm going to take it to the end here. I did that nice, slow, and easy so you can pay close attention. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this ball and put it away. I'm going to get rid of this ball and put it away. All you have to watch is this cup, this ball, and I won't even use my wand. Now, how many balls does that leave under this cup?
No balls.
No, there's one here. Pay close attention. I'm going to show you how it works, okay? I take the ball and I place it right here. But it's not really in this hand. It's here. See? Probably didn't work on those guys, but you guys, it worked on. Look, that's what I do. I take the ball and I pretend to place it in my hand here, and I keep it here. I keep it in the finger palm position. When I pretend to put it away, that's what we call misdirection in the business. You think you can watch two things at once, but you can't. So when I put it here, I'm actually releasing the ball from my hand here, and it looks like it came out from under the cup. Pretty cool, huh? But I ask you this, ladies and gentlemen. If I actually put the ball away here, how many balls does that leave under this cup? 3, that's right. Here, I'm going to take it back to the beginning, right? I'm going to get rid of these 2 balls. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I'm going to do this move here, I'm going to do this move here, and then I'm going to do the magic move, just like that. I ask you, which cup do you think the ball is under?
Middle.
It's always in the middle? No, it can't be in the middle. Pick another one. Because there's a lime under this one. It can't be this one. There's a lime under this one. It can't be this one. And there's a lime under this one. Thank you. That's the cups and balls. Thank you. But actually, you like the center cup, so I put 2 limes there. The cups and balls. Thank you.
Ethel? Yes, Lillian? I'm so terribly bored in this quarantine, I'm going to an infection party. Now, Lillian, what you have to remember is you're incredibly stupid. Oh, that's right. Why don't you get yourself a Zoom? What? What's that? Why, it's a program that allows you to use motion pictures of yourself to have meetings with large groups of people remotely. Ethel, have you gone cuckoo?
Only kidding. It's a cocktail where you drink gin until you feel like you're flying.
Zoom, zoom, Ethel.
Those quarantine bits you've seen throughout the evening were done expressly for RSVP Presents by Sarah Hartshorne. They're just wonderful. I'm so grateful that she reached out and said, I want to do this. She did it. So moving on to our final performer of the evening, another RSVP repeat favorite. Has been on multiple times, and I'm just so honored every time she brings her art, her collaborators, and just her great aura into our spaces. Here is Felice Rosser with Thin Hunt.
I
Well, that's it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
Our next show, we promise. We will really promise.
We promise.
We promise this time.
We think promise.
We promise as much as we can promise right now. The next show will be in 2 weeks on July 2nd.
There'll be an all-new snacky snack and a cocktail, and we're really looking forward to sharing these ones with you. It's going to be great.
And besides that, we're going to have a completely new lineup of performers for you. We're going to have some comedy again. We're going to have some music again. And, if I can tease it, which is a joke, the tale of an infamous wig snatch will be brought to you. Tease a wig.
It is infamous because we were both there, and we can attest that all of it is true.
All of it is true.
Single tickets for that show are on sale tomorrow.
But you are all set if you bought the big package last time or this time. You'll just get the information automatically when we send it out.
Did you just want to say big package? You did. You just wanted to say...
It's tradition.
Traditional big package.
Your traditional big package will arrive in the mail any moment.
Well, on Daniel's big package, good night, folks. That's it. Thank you so much for joining us.
I want them looking at my big package.
Credits. The credits are the credits.
The credits are over my big package.
Credits. Chat.
I don't feel comfortable.
You're squatting.
There's names on my big package.
Oh, God.